So I'll talk a bit about the funding model. So we will have a fundraiser for 2 months starting February 1st. It will be available at funds.ethereum.org. So the idea is that part of the initial issuance will be 1,000 Ether for 1 Bitcoin, or up to 2,000 Ether for 1 Bitcoin if you get in early to compensate for the increased risk. So the issuance model is that we will suppose that we hand out X Ether through the fundraiser, then there will be about 0.5x will be pre-mined, and then 0.4x after that will be mined per year forever. So it's this hybrid of the Mastercoin and Ripple model.
In your speech that neither Bitcoin nor Ether would be considered securities and thus not under the purview of the SEC, can you very briefly explain what your reasoning is?
Sure, Bob. These are complex facts and circumstances tests, but when we look at Bitcoin or if we look at Ether and the highly decentralized nature of the networks, we don't see a third-party promoter where applying the disclosure regime would make a lot of sense. So we're comfortable in some sort of viewing these as items that don't have to be regulated as securities.
Yo, America, planet Earth, what's good? This is your boy CODELL, and welcome back to another episode of CODELL Crypto. Hey, today we're going to be focusing solely on Ripple and XRP, their cryptocurrency, their ledger, all that good stuff. Bunch of big news going on in the world of Ripple, in the world of XRP, and you know, I think by the time I'm done with this episode, you will come to see that the reason the SEC and all these other entities are going after Ripple and XRP so hard and hate them so hard is because XRP truly is a threat to the central banking system. Anyways, guys, without any further ado, let's get into it. But you know, before we do, gotta remind you, I'm not a financial advisor. I am not giving financial advice. I'm just CODELL, and I love me some crypto. All right, let's get into it, guys. So here we go. So we're going to start with this article from ProCoin News. Says Ripple and the war between central bankers and the Treasury. So check this out, guys. In a largely speculative video, Staple Crew shared some insights on the potential future of XRP and Ripple. And according to him, a market maker has informed him that they are meeting with Ripple and that the meeting may potentially involve Ripple providing ODL to government treasuries, which, if that is possible, that is huge. ODL is on-demand liquidity, just in case you don't know. He also went on to claim that state treasuries are increasingly at odds with central bankers. Let's see. Ripple's ODL services are already being utilized by corporate clients in Europe for their treasury operations, and this may be a sign of things to come in the United States. The jump from corporate to government affairs is not such a large leap, and Ripple services are already seen as a major competitor to SWIFT. Ripple may just become a one-stop shop for all things financial, including ODL for straight treasuries, cross-border payments, smart contracts, and tokenized assets. So XRP_Crow, he tweeted out, Ripple announced its first on-demand liquidity ODL customer in France as it joins forces with Lemonway that use Ripple's net ODL, which leverages XRP for crypto-enabled payments to enhance its treasury payment process. And I've been talking about this off and on the last few episodes. This relationship that they got set up with France for the on-demand liquidity with Lemonway. And he also tweeted out, I Remit, the largest non-bank remittance service provider in the Philippines, will expand its use of @Ripple's on-demand liquidity solution using XRP to improve its cross-border treasury flows, #fintech. So yeah, a lot of big news coming out of XRP, I Remit. And then this article, article also goes on to say Ripple's new partnership with Lemonway comes at a time when France has been showing itself to be forward-thinking when it comes to embracing the potential of crypto technology and partnering with Ripple. Lemonway is able to drive operational efficiencies by eliminating the need for Lemonway to pre-fund accounts abroad, giving them the opportunity to use previously trapped pre-funded capital to grow and scale their business. Ripple has also announced a second new ODL customer. It's first in Sweden. Swedish money transfer provider Bot enables money movement between Sweden and Thailand. Bot's new partnership with Ripple sees the company offering instant and cost-effective retail remittances via ODL, supported by Tranglo, the cross-border payment hub based in Singapore. I'll take a sip of that coffee real quick, guys. So then we got Working Money on Twitter tweeting out, which if you don't know who Working Money is, I definitely recommend you giving them a follow and checking out the content. Puts out some great content. So Working Money tweeted out, so at Secretary Yellen flip-flops on Treasury liquidity problem. Meanwhile, some guy named Bob says he's got a meeting with @Ripple to provide public liquidity to the US Treasury. You can't make this stuff up. XRP hashtag XRP community. So yeah, there's a video right here, you guys, if you want to check it out. I'll have a link in the description. So it's definitely worth giving a watch. But anyways, yeah, just highlighting, so like right here, you guys, it talks about, let's see, a little further down, let's see, where. Anyways, the article at one point talks about how, you know, the Treasury is increasingly at odds with the central banks right here. So, well, he claims the Treasuries are increasingly at odds with the central bankers, which to me would make sense because, you guys, again, I talk about this all the time. Like, our money, we're on a fiat-based system, which means our money's not backed by anything. It's literally just monopoly money that they can print up endlessly. And a lot of our financial policies are being dictated to us by these central bankers that aren't even, like, they're not even U.S. citizens, a lot of them. I mean, we got all these outside big central banks around the world telling us what we need to do and not do with our money and all that stuff. And so to me, naturally, eventually, what I'm trying to say is that this is going to lead to heads butting with the central bankers. Like, so many people have convinced them, are convinced that CBDCs, which are central bank digital currencies, that those are just inevitable and they're going to take over. But I don't see it happening because, okay, so even though, you know, we've been all running on this large central banking system our whole entire lives, including all the corporations, I guarantee you, if you talk to a lot of the people that run these giant corporations, if you had a conversation with them about, would you prefer to stay on the central banking system or, you know, do something that's much more cost effective and efficient, like, I guarantee you, like, 99% of them would be like, yeah, let's get off the central banking system. You got something better, let's do it. Because right now, so like, the reason they hate Ripple so much, and I know I'm like kind of starting to drag on here a little bit, is because what they do is, so like with the traditional banking system, when you want to transfer all this money back and forth, the banks need large amounts of ODL, on-demand liquidity. So they have to have huge, like hundreds of millions, hundreds of billions of dollars stashed away in these pre-funded accounts so they can send all this money back and forth between people, right? Well, then on top of that, so they have to pre-fund these accounts, and then they're charging people these huge fees, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even sometimes up to 7% to send money, you know? And so, but through the XRP ledger, through Ripple's XRP ledger, and through using the XRP cryptocurrency, you know, crypto XRP and its ledger, you don't have to do these pre-funded accounts anymore with hundreds of millions and billions of dollars in them. Instead, you use the XRP ledger and the XRP token as ODL, as on-demand liquidity, to fund these accounts to help move the money back and forth. And so what that does then is basically it almost completely eliminates the fees to move all this money, because you don't have to pre-fund all these accounts with endless, you know, again, with hundreds of millions of dollars in fiat money and billions of dollars. So it's much quicker and it's far cheaper, and it basically removes the middleman. And another reason they hate it so much, and after I say this, I'll move on because I know I'm dragging on, is because XRP itself, the ledger, it's completely open source. So like, you don't have to go to Ripple if you're a business and ask them permission to use the XRP ledger that they've designed. It's open source. Anyone can use it for their business if they want. It's just up to them to implement it. So, and then, so I mean, it's like this. Like the banks hate it. The banks hate it. The old way of doing things, the old powers that be, they absolutely hate XRP and Ripple. So, but anyways. Yeah, real good stuff. Let's keep it moving, guys. So up next we got, again, this is more, you know, just evidence of what I'm talking about right now. Spend the Bit says Bitcoin transactions on XRPL take 5 seconds as it declares support for Ripple and SEC lawsuit. As some of you may know, the SEC has been suing Ripple for the last like 2.5 years. It's been going on forever. Claiming that they have been selling a security. But anyways, check this out. So Spend the Bit's request to file amicus brief in support of Ripple against SEC. Spend the Bit on XRPL-based payment solution used for cheap and fast crypto transactions is the latest third-party request to file an amicus curiae brief in the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. The company noted that its brief differs from those filed by other amica, such as TapJets and iRemit. While iRemit and TapJets use XRP as a payment method via the on-demand liquidity solution, SpendBits is a private company that developed an application that uses XRP Ledger and XRP for transferring Bitcoin. That's pretty cool. And so the payment solution noted that its amicus brief would provide the court with meaningful information about the case. The development comes after the court granted iRemit and TapJet's request for leave to file amicus briefs. Spend the Bit's interest in the case. So this is why they're interested. Aside from using Ripple solutions, Spend the Bit's noted that its major interest in the lawsuits is to disprove the SEC's claim that XRP investors cannot develop any use for the token without Ripple's effort. Spend the Bit's described the claim as untrue because its payment solution was built on the Ripple blockchain without Ripple's knowledge and consent. Jay Campbell, the founder and CEO of Spend the Bit, said he tapped Ripple to enable people to quickly transfer Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies for peer-to-peer payments in 5 seconds. He went on to say this application creates a utility for XRP without Ripple even knowing it exists. The underlying technology of XRP provides a vast amount of utility without the permission or knowledge of Ripple. Again, so right here, you guys, where it says, aside from using, where's it at, you guys? Oh, where it says Spend the Bit described claim is untrue because the payment solution was built on Ripple's blockchain without Ripple's knowledge and consent. That goes back to what I was saying again. The XRP ledger is open source. Anyone can use it. And that's dangerous to the banks because like their system is all private. Like anyone just can't get access to the way their financial system's set up, you know? And so anyways, so check this out. The article goes on to say, transferring Bitcoin on a Bitcoin network can take anywhere from 10 minutes to 1 hour, depending on the network traffic. With Spend the Bits, it takes 3 to 5 seconds to complete the transaction on the XRP ledger. Spend the Bits noted that it initially planned to launch a payment solution in the United States. However, the lack of regulatory clarity in the U.S. and the ongoing lawsuit has halted the plan. And Spend the Bits noted, adding, clearly, Spend the Bits' interest has been impacted by this lawsuit already, but without making a distinction between particular sales involving the individual defendants and XRP in the secondary market, the SEC is threatening the viability of Spend the Bits. So you got Spend the Bits, and if I remember, there's like a total of 31 companies that have all filed amicus briefs against the SEC, basically telling the courts that the SEC, excuse my language, is full of shit, and that this lawsuit that the SEC continues to pursue against Ripple is basically not only hurting Ripple, but it's hurting their business. So yeah, this is really good news for XRP, for Ripple, and you guys, honestly, again, what I'm about to say, this is not financial advice, but man, I'd be packing my bags. I've been packing my bags on XRP. It was the first crypto I ever bought, and I haven't bought recently just because it blasted up a little bit. But as soon as it has a nice little dip again, I'm packing more. So I'm a big believer in the project, and I'm convinced that it's already doing big things, and it's just gonna get bigger and bigger. But anyways, oops, shrinking down my screen. I don't know what the heck I did there. There we go. All right, let's see. So, okay, I had to check some stuff. All right, so moving along. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did I do here? There we go. Okay, somehow I separated that. Anyways, here we go. Moving on to the next one, you guys. So, we got another one from ProCoin News. And this is just more good news for Ripple, for XRP. Elon Musk shows his support for Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse. So check this out. Elon Musk's latest reply to Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse shows what team the billionaire is on. Shortly after Ripple's general counsel Stuart Alderati took to Twitter and announced Ripple now has possession of the Hinman emails, Garlinghouse fired off a tweet himself. In Garlinghouse's tweet, he stated the SEC wants you to think that it cares about disclosure, transparency, and clarity. Don't believe them. When the truth eventually comes out, the shamefulness of their behavior will shock you. So here's his tweet right there, talking about their shamefulness will shock you. And anyways, shortly after Garlinghouse sent off the tweet, Musk agreed with the Ripple CEO and replied to Garlinghouse by saying no way. So yeah, so this is Garlinghouse, Stuart Alderati, responding to Stuart Alderati, and then Elon Musk responding to both of them, just like, no way. It's funny, man. Elon Musk's funny dude. But so if you don't know, the SEC has been trying to hide the Hinman emails from the very start because, I mean, there's a video, it's all over YouTube. You can get on YouTube and watch it of Hinman just talking about how you know, like everything's settled with Ethereum and it is not a commodity and all this other stuff and how it's fully decentralized, blah, 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 blah. But, well, and anyways, the reason that's important that I'm telling you that is because they're claiming, the SEC along with Hinman and all this stuff, they're claiming, all these people, they're claiming that, that they've basically, that this is not their opinion, that this is not the opinion of the SEC when they have stated it clearly. So yeah, them, the Hinman emails getting released is definitely nothing and only good news for freaking Ripple. But anyway, so yeah, Crypto Bully tweeted out Elon Musk responding to Brad Garlinghouse and Ripple #XRP. So blah 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 blah. And anyways, yeah, so that's what's going on with that, you guys. Again, you know, Elon showing a little love for Ripple. I'm telling you guys, you need to look at Ripple and XRP. And before we move on, you guys, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment, and hit that notification bell. And please make sure you comment and like, because it lets the algorithm know, especially with the comments, and especially with the likes, but especially with the comments, it lets the algorithm know that you are enjoying my content. So please smash that like button, and please leave a comment, and please subscribe. I just hit 60 subscribers. The next goal is 65, and then number 70. So anyways, let's keep it moving, folks. Up next, we got this one. This is out of Motley Fool. Will Ripple be the next PayPal? So, yeah, because, you know, Ripple, you know, they're going after the whole cross-border payments, all that type of stuff, you know, remittance, all that. So, check this out. What does PayPal do well? This is what the article says. PayPal's business is gigantic in every way. Recently, in the recently reported second quarter of 2022, it managed a payment volume of $340 billion, generating $6.8 billion of top-line revenue from payment fees. Payment volumes rose by 13% year over year on a currency-neutral basis, and the most effective growth engine right now is the Venmo money transfer app, where the commerce volume more than tripled from the year-ago reading. This payment system benefits from robust economies of scale. Any challenger to this giant better bring its A game to a fight. Okay, so that's what basically that's what PayPal brings. Well, let's see. Well, that's what they do well. Let's see what Ripple does well. So as powerful as PayPal is, its system still operates, and this is what I've been talking about, much like a traditional bank. PayPal holds more than 37 billion in customer accounts and funds receivable balance, and accounts and funds receivable balanced against 40 billion in funds payable and cash due to customers. These enormous ledger balances are the meat of the PayPal system, allowing the company to transfer payments as needed across its internal books. The company must manage some funds in each of its endpoint market, adding up to 200 countries nowadays. you can pay extra, almost doubling the total fees for an instant transfer, you know, or you can wait up to 3 days, which is what I always do, get that basic 2%. Anyways, but here's where Ripple's different, you guys. Instead of holding a ton of cash in various currencies, RippleNet holds a global reserve of XRP-based liquidity available to every corner of the world at the drop of a hat. To provide the crucial first and last steps on each payment journey, Ripple partners with payment services and banks in dozens of countries. These transactions are completed in seconds, and the minimum transaction fee on RippleNet stands at 0.00001 XRP. So that's like less than half a penny or something, you know, which works out to 0.0000046 per transaction. In plain English, RippleNet payments are essentially free and instantaneous. By contrast, the average fee for a cash transfer from Japan to the Philippines, a popular transaction route due to a large Filipino population with Japanese family roots, is nearly 11%. It's insane. And as discussed above, a PayPal transaction would come with a 3.75% fee if you're in a hurry and 2% if you're not. Now, from a practical point of view, there's no reason why RippleNet shouldn't disrupt the global cash transaction regime or replace it with a quicker, cheaper alternative. That'd be bad news for PayPal. Cross-border payments are an important component of PayPal's business, accounting for $45 billion of transfer value in the second quarter. Now, here's where it gets interesting, though. You know, and this is a good point. PayPal could just go ahead and integrate RippleNet transactions into its payment system. That'd be an asset-light and highly efficient alternative to the bank-like system in use today. So I think basically the article is saying they're talking about two future partners here, which I agree. So PayPal and Ripple had a deal for a moment, and then this SEC lawsuit popped up, and it all got shot down. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, it was about 2 years ago. It was like literally made a deal right before the SEC lawsuit happened, and then boom, it got put aside. So, but anyways, you guys, that's all I got for you today on this episode of CODELL Crypto. And I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. And yeah, you know what though? Before we get out of here, you know what? Let me see what is going on with the price of XRP right now. Okay, let's see. Hold up. Bam. Going to coin market cap. It's probably in that like 50 cent range, like 45 cent range most likely. But I want to let you guys know just in case. So yeah, it's right now, you guys, XRP sitting at 46 cents. And yeah, so that's kind of what it's been for the past couple days. And just kind of floating around there for about the last week or so. And yeah. It's up 1.01% for the day, so nothing too exciting. Anyways, all right, guys, that's going to do it for CODELL. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. And remember, if you like what I'm doing, please make sure you leave a comment. You smash that like button and you subscribe, okay? When you leave a comment and you smash that like, it lets the algorithm know that you like the content that I'm putting out. And then it puts my videos out to more people so I can reach more people, you know? Like, I'm trying to, you guys, literally, I'm doing my best just to put good information out to as many people as I can, because crypto's treating me well, and I just, you know, I just want people to be blessed with the same opportunity and blessings that I've gotten from crypto. So anyways, you guys, thanks for watching, and until next episode, y'all stay blessed, and remember, God loves you. I'm out. Peace.